Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to the May 2016 University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Commencement Ceremony. Please direct your attention to the floor of the arena. Our procession today is led by members of UWM's distinguished faculty. They represent the 1,500 faculty and instructional staff at Wisconsin's only urban public research university. Our faculty members make significant progress in their teaching and their research every year. And more often, their progress comes through partnerships. For example, the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences faculty and graduate students work collaboratively to develop an ergonomic wrench that is now in production with Kenosha's Snap-on Tools Company. It prevents painful, costly worker injuries. College of Health Sciences and Helen School of Social Welfare partner to develop the Center on Aging and Translational Research. It translates research into practice in the community, in Wisconsin, and beyond. And the grand opening of UWM's Kenwood Interdisciplinary Research Complex is an important part of our research partnerships. Biology, physics, chemistry, and environmental health sciences faculty are working with engineers, industry, health monitoring agencies, and others to find answers to some of today's most pressing societal questions. And now, please welcome the May 2016 graduating students from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Today, UWM celebrates the graduation of 3,059 students from our 12 degree-granting schools and colleges and our Flex Degree program. Today, UWM celebrates the graduation of 3,059 students from our 12 degree-granting schools and colleges and our Flex Degree program. The youngest of our graduates are just past their teens, and the most established are in their 60s. Seated at the front of the arena will be the individuals who've completed all requirements for their doctoral degrees. As you can see in the program, their research has created new insights into topics such as school bond referendum, information technology acceptance and adoption, corrective exercise training, wireless sensor networks, and many other topics. Each of these doctoral students has reached the conclusion of years of study, and all have made significant contributions to the body of knowledge in their respective fields of study. Of those eligible to graduate today, nearly 2,200 have completed work on their bachelor's degrees, and more than 700 have reached the conclusion of work on their master's degrees. And because of the total number of graduates, UWM already recognized about half of those students this morning and will congratulate the remainder at this ceremony this afternoon. From the College of Education, there are 154 students receiving bachelor's degrees, 110 receiving master's degrees, and 15 PhD recipients. The College of Engineering and Applied Science is proud to award 185 undergraduate degrees, 54 master's degrees, and 29 doctoral degrees. And the College of Health Sciences today awards degrees to 161 bachelor's students, 18 master's students, 27 doctoral students, and 1 flex degree. The College of Nursing will award 122 undergraduate degrees and 4 flex degrees, 21 master's degrees, and 29 doctoral degrees. The Helen School of Social Welfare will present 137 undergraduate, 26 master's degrees, and 1 doctoral degree. The largest group of graduates this afternoon is from the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business. With 6 different undergraduate majors and one of the longest-running executive MBA programs in the country, It should be no surprise that the Lubar School of Business today graduates 428 bachelors, 118 masters, and 3 doctoral students. And now the procession of our platform party, led by University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Chancellor Mark A. Money. Among those who are part of the platform party today are many individuals who coordinate the operation of Wisconsin's only public urban research university. Also present are representatives from the UW System Board of Regents, the UWM Alumni Association, and UWM's Board of Visitors. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, the May 2016 commencement ceremony for the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is about to begin.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the members of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee class of 2016. I'm Chancellor Mark Money. On behalf of the faculty and staff of our university, I'm delighted to welcome students, families, and friends to our 114th commencement ceremony. Your graduating class is so large and your family, friends, and are so numerous that this is the second of two graduation events today in our own Panther Arena. I've never seen the stadium, this Panther Arena, so full, and I know that there's a lot of people who couldn't get in today. So we're glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Please stand for the singing of our national anthem. We'll be led by Tiana Sorensen, who's receiving her degree today from the Peck School of the Arts.
By the dawn's early light.
So I apologize. I had a mistake in the script. I want to thank Jennifer Hansen for that wonderful performance. Thank you. Let's also give thanks to the UWM Wind Ensemble, led by conductor John Clymer, director of the University Bands and professor of music here. Twice a year, UWM celebrates Graduation Day. For many, these are once-in-a-lifetime days. For others, this commencement ceremony may be a second, third, or even fourth degree. In all cases, this commencement is an important event for our state. I cannot stress enough the impact that you and your graduating colleagues have. You and UWM are exceedingly important to the state's future as we see headlines of an improving national job economy. Right here along headlines about Wisconsin being on the bottom of the list of states with startup companies. Many do not realize that UWM is the only public urban research university in the state, which gives you a huge advantage. The research opportunities, access, and engagement that we provide are unique and life-transforming synthesis for our students and community. You have been part of an experience that you cannot get anywhere else in Wisconsin. I must take a moment and tell you about a momentous recognition that we achieved during your time as students this year. UWM was designated as a top-tier Research One university by the Carnegie Institute. So what does this mean and why is it important? First, it means that UWM is one of 115 universities out of 4,665 across the country to have achieved this prestigious designation. We're in the top 2%. Our neighbor to the west, UW-Madison, is the only other university in the state to hold that honor. When it comes to research, we have the same top-level status as MIT, Stanford, Michigan State, Harvard, Yale, and a small number of other select universities. This is significant, and it also speaks to the quality of the education that you received and the value of UWM being your alma mater. This is also an important designation for UWM and to everyone in this arena. In the first place, UWM has long been known as being the major provider of talent in this region. In fact, there are more UWM graduates who stay in Wisconsin after graduating than any other university in the state. This designation is indicative of the decades of work that our faculty and scholars have done to create the new knowledge that feeds the entire systems of discovery, new products, and advancement. Above and beyond being a talent provider, it's those partnerships, it's the research that we do that enables so many other things that drives our economy. This is an essential part of the entrepreneurial student experience at UW-Milwaukee. The creation of new knowledge is also essential to creating innovations that can benefit society more broadly. Engineering faculty and students that work on the ergonomic wrench for snap-on tools, the development of low-cost sensors that can detect quickly water contaminants, Ebola virus, and other things. We know that research and innovation are vital for the future, and providing access to these opportunities and the resulting new knowledge, that's absolutely critical to the entire region and state and to your future success. Let me be absolutely clear about this one thing. Our region's current and future economic health, social welfare, and capacity to accelerate innovation and new economic activity depends upon you. Your UWM education is a huge enabler. It also drives the state. Together, you and we enrich and expand the knowledge, capacity, and growth in our region in many powerful ways. If we think about the workforce alone, we have a troubling trend line that's occurring right now. In the next 7 years, by 2023, there will be 5,000 fewer working-age employees in Wisconsin due to retirement. During that same period, even with a conservative projection that's in place right now for job growth, there's going to be 95,000 new jobs. Put that together, and that's a shortage of 100,000 employees. Those individuals will need to be college educated just like you. In fact, Wisconsin, it's projected by the Department of Labor, Bureau of Labor Statistics, will need 41% of its residents to have, working residents, to have a college degree of one form or another. Today, we have fewer than 30%. We lag the nation's average of 35%. This is a huge opportunity for those of you graduating and your successors, but it is a challenge for the state of Wisconsin today. The good news is that you're helping Wisconsin address this shortage of college-educated students. You made one of the most important investments in your life when you chose to complete a UWM degree. As a graduate, you will earn more, significantly more, over your lifetime than those who do not have a college degree. Indeed, the disparity in economic outcomes has never been greater between college graduates and those with a high school degree or less. UWM has long had a responsibility to our region and to our state. We are deeply committed to increasing the number of graduates in this region and in the broader state. Today, in fact, as of our most recent count, 3,059 people were eligible to participate in this ceremony. When we combine today's graduates with our December 2015 graduating class, more than 5,200 individuals will have earned degrees from UWM this academic year. That's fantastic. That said, those numbers are not nearly enough. We need many more innovative, intelligent, and well-rounded individuals like you to invest in Wisconsin's future. It's pretty clear. Wisconsin, its entrepreneurs, its innovators, and its employees are absolutely critically in need of the critical thinking skills that you have acquired at UWM. They need individuals who do much more than parrot back the right answer. You're different. You know how to research, analyze, and problem solve. You're flexible and excel at collaboration and innovation. You are needed in this increasingly sophisticated and global world economy. We have prepared you for life's opportunities and challenges to confidently walk through open doors that you didn't expect. That's the power of higher education: options, possibilities, lifelong learning, personal growth. This is your time to show the world what it means to be a UWM graduate. Get out there and show them what Panthers can do. When you leave this arena today, you'll be a proud Panther. No doubt you'll have more than a few stories to tell about your time here. For this ceremony, we wanted to share the stories in your words and asked those graduating to tell us about their experiences so that we could capture them on video. We received 58 pages of submissions from graduates who wanted to share their UWM stories with you. I hope you're not busy for the next week, because we're going to take that long to tell you all about these stories. Okay, I'm kidding. We will take a brief look at just a few of those stories.
When I first got to Milwaukee, I was terrified. I didn't know anybody. I was really shy. UWM really brought me out of my shell. My name is Leah Letson. I'm graduating with a criminal justice and psychology degree with a minor in sociology. I've been in Taekwondo since I was 5 years old, and so when I got to UW-Milwaukee, I wanted to find another martial art that I could get into. The sport and rec department offered jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts, so I decided, why not try it while I'm here? I absolutely fell in love with the sport. Winning my first fight, the experience was amazing, and as soon as I walked out of the cage, I knew for sure that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Well, for as long as I could do it. I've always been interested in making a difference and making a contribution to my country. I'm in the Wisconsin Air National Guard, and I am a surveillance technician. I'm really proud that I can serve my country. Graduation means a lot to me because I'm the first person in my immediate family to graduate from college. With the military and fighting and everything going on outside of school, it means a lot that I was able to accomplish 2 majors. UWM has been the place that has really transformed me from the young, shy 18-year-old into the adult airman, professional athlete, and role model I am today.
Over to page 2. What I really love about the idea of being a teacher, it's those small moments where you're helping out a student and they finally get it. That's definitely the most rewarding thing. I'm Tim Steen. I'm a secondary education major at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. My first day student teaching at Alexander Hamilton High School, I was definitely nervous to some extent. But at the same time, for me, that represented the beginning of my final year of myself being a student. It kind of marked the last part of the journey before I move on and, become a professional myself. Most likely I'm gonna stay here in Milwaukee. My expectation is I'll find a job in MPS. I grew up going to MPS schools all my life, so I guess I kind of feel like this is a way I can maybe give back to the community that I was raised in. I was for a long time working 40 hours a week, paying for a lot of schooling myself. Scholarships makes this whole experience possible for a lot of people. And it provides the type of assistance that is necessary to allow people to pursue some of these higher goals that they have. For me, graduating, it represents being able to do something, not only that I think I can do well, but something I can enjoy.
Go get daddy, go get daddy, go get daddy.
So balancing full-time job, being a dad, work and school, it's a lot on my plate. We've got 4 kids. My name is Brian Weichelt, and I'm working on my PhD in biomedical and health informatics. UWM's been fantastic. I know I'm 3 hours away from campus, but I was excited to be able to join a nationally renowned program and do research at UWM while still working at Marshfield Clinic. I was fortunate that I was able to finish up a lot of the coursework for this particular program right before the boys were born. Then we took them home. About 10 days later, they started acting a little differently. They went through a period of tests that kind of drug on for the next 2 months. They were positive for human paracovirus type 3. There's no treatment for it, no vaccination. I spent a lot of time in the hospital during that period. It was like a short-term internship as well. It was a great learning experience. As bad of an experience as it was good for me to soak that in, and then I ended up using some of that in my dissertation work. And it certainly framed who I am and why I chose to do research the way I did. The outlook is kind of unknown at this point. They're very different where they're at, and we're trying to just kind of celebrate those little milestones as they go. The ability to finish the doctoral program in spite of everything else going on in my life, I don't know if it's so much a testament to me, but it's certainly a testament to my wife and the sacrifices she made along the way. We always thought the year in Iraq would be the hardest time for our family. So the flexibility of UWM and working with my advisor and committee on the project was fantastic.
Wow. These are just a few examples of the thousands of fascinating, life-changing experiences for our students. I wish I had time to share all of your incredible stories. There are so many, and each one is inspiring. They underscore the work ethic, the values, and the inspirational aspects, and what we're so fortunate to be able to be participants in as faculty, staff, and administration working in this noble cause of higher education. We hope that you all will tell your stories often and with pride, like some of you are doing right now on your smartphones, as I can see. Telling the world about this momentous day in your life, and it is huge. We need to celebrate these events. We'd love to see your tweets and Instagram posts. Please share them by using hashtag UWMgrad. It rolls right off my tongue, doesn't it? You and the rest of the world can see all of your incredibly great photos and tweets at uwm.edu. Because if it doesn't happen in the social media context, then it doesn't happen at all, right? So let's now focus our attention on how our graduates are aligned and adorned in our room here today. Those seated closest to the stage currently have or soon will be awarded their academic hoods, the colors of which signify the area of study of their doctoral or master's degree. This year marks the 50th anniversary of UWM granting its first doctoral degree. The first 2 UWM PhDs, both in mathematics, were granted in 1966. I think that's worthy of a shout out. Here's an interesting fact from today's graduating class. The average age of our students earning doctoral degrees this semester is 34, which seems pretty young to me. In the middle and back of the arena floor are the bachelor's degree recipients. Among them are scholars wearing pewter-colored stoles who have completed degrees through the Honors College. This is a special curriculum at UWM that offers smaller classes, challenging courses, and independent leadership and study opportunities. There are 56 students who earned the pewter stoles this academic year. 6 days ago, we awarded 681 gold honors cords to bachelor's degree candidates from our 10 undergraduate schools and colleges. Students wearing our pewter and gold cords have maintained a GPA of 3.5 or more throughout their academic career. Will all of those undergraduate honor students please rise and be recognized? Thank you. There are also 30 students among those earning bachelor's degree who are academic elites. Each of them maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average throughout their careers at UWM. Of those 30 perfect 4.0 students, 18 were invited to this afternoon's ceremony. 12 students were recognized at this morning's ceremony. This afternoon, 8 are from the College of Nursing, 3 are from the College of Engineering and Applied Science, 3 are from the College of Health Sciences, 3 are from the Lubar School of Business, and 1 is from the School of Education. I ask that you please stand when I call your name. Audience, if you can please hold your applause until all have been announced, I would appreciate it. Let me give very special acknowledgement to those 4.0 students from the College of Nursing who are also graduating with honors today. We mistakenly missed announcing your names at this past Monday's honor commencement ceremony. I apologize. Laura DeWitt, Megan Radowski, Billy Joe Rogers, Brittany Schneider, and Caitlin Smith. In addition to these 3 College of Nursing students, there are those who attained a perfect 4-point GPA: Mohammed Akhtar, Mary Kupferschmidt, Sue Moon. From the College of Engineering and Applied Science, Danley Hu, Yushan Lee, Matthew Pozell. From the College of Health Sciences, Jade Bolig, Megan Liniak, Shelby Lang, and from the Lubar School of Business, Douglas Bartley, David Sapiro, and Sean Vick, and from the School of Education, Gloria Hacker. Congratulations to our 4.0 students. I think about the Lubar School of Business, which is my home. I've spent a number of years there, and there's a couple of individuals that I will give shout-outs to that might not necessarily appreciate this, but I will embarrass them anyway. One is the daughter of one of our UW system presidents, Special Assistant John Yingling. Brittany Yingling is graduating today, and also closer to me, my son, Eric, is graduating with a master's in professional accounting, the MSPA program. So if you can help me acknowledge their great work, that would be great. Way to go, Eric and Brittany. There's another group among our graduates that I'd like to recognize. Our university has over 1,100 military veterans. We educate more veterans than any other college or university in Wisconsin, and more than any other in any 4-year public or private institution in a 6-state region. In fact, we think that we've got probably close to 2,000 military, veteran, or active military students in our campus. It's remarkable. More than 100 of those students are receiving degrees today. You can recognize our veterans because they're wearing the red, white, and blue braided cord. Would all members of the U.S. Armed Forces, those who are serving now or who formerly served, whether you're a student or in our audience or an employee, please stand and allow us to recognize you for your contributions to a stronger America. Thank you for your service. Another outstanding group among our graduates today are our McNair Scholars, our future leaders who come from first-generation and diverse backgrounds. These students have completed a selective and rigorous research program that prepares them to enter graduate school. You can recognize our 9 McNair Scholars because they're wearing the black and gold stole. Congratulations. As I'm sure you've noticed by now, I'm not alone up here on the stage. Later in today's ceremony, you'll meet the deans of our academic schools and colleges and other contributors to our university. The other remarkable people on this stage are representing important areas of the university, and they're attending to witness the conferring of degrees. Please allow me to introduce this latter group, and I ask the audience to please hold your applause until all names are read. Carolyn Krause, UWM Board of Visitors. Dave Miskey, President of the UWM Alumni Association. Randall Trumbull-Holper, Classified Staff Advisory Council. I'm sorry, it should be University Staff Advisory Council. Joan Prince, Vice Chancellor for Global Inclusion and Engagement. Eva Barczyk, Director of UWM Libraries. Tom Lujak, Vice Chancellor for University Relations and Communications. David Gilbert, President of the UWM Foundation. John Reisel, Chair of the University Committee. Trudy Turner, Secretary of the University. Robin Van Harpen, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administrative Affairs. And Sue Cashin, representing the Academic Staff Committee. Thank you all for joining us. One way that UW-Milwaukee provides access to higher education is through our Accessibility Resource Center and its Deaf and Hard of Hearing service. Our 2 signers today are both staff interpreters for that program. Please help me say thank you to Karen Hunick and Kate Block. You've probably noticed today that there are several individuals wearing gold gowns. Those 36 individuals are the hardworking UWM Commencement Marshals. All are staff members who have volunteered part of their weekend to help coordinate our ceremony today. They're led by our Chief Marshal, Seth Zlotaka, who's the registrar of our university. To all of our marshals, thank you. Please stand and be recognized. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is a member of the University of Wisconsin system, a collaborative of 13 four-year universities and 13 two-year colleges led by UW System President Ray Cross. The system is guided by the Board of Regents. Representing the Board of Regents at the podium today will be Regent Eve Hall. Regent Hall is the president and CEO of the African American Chamber of Commerce that is headquartered here in Milwaukee. She is heading the renewal of this organization. It was such a renewal a couple of weeks ago when the Chamber held its annual award ceremony that I think the town and community were blown away. Eve is a native of this great city. Previously, she served as the Chief Innovation Officer for the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, where she spent 10 years in various national leadership roles, impacting students and university school district partnerships in several states. She earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in Educational Psychology from Florida A&M University, a Master's of Science in Administrative Leadership from UWM, for which we're remarkably proud, and a doctorate in Educational Leadership from Cardinal Stritch University. Regent Hall is the co-founder of the African American Women's Project Fund, supporting organizations that focus on the well-being of women and girls. The $200,000 fund is held in the Women's Fund of Greater Milwaukee. Will you all please join me in welcoming Regent Eve Hall.
Wow, what a wonderful Panther crowd this afternoon. thank you for that introduction, and good afternoon. It is an honor to be here with Chancellor Mone and our platform guests. And on behalf of my Regent colleagues, one of whom you'll hear from, our former Regents, very shortly, and our UW System President, Ray Cross, we congratulate you graduates and the university on one of the most fulfilling days of this year. So graduates, as with every class, there are those who started with you, and they are still here with you today. And there are those who started with you, and they are not here with you today. For those who are not here, two things most likely occurred. One, there were circumstances beyond their control that made it impossible for them to stay the course. It's called life, and it can happen to any of us. But for others, they may not have been able to persevere the ups and downs it took for you to make it to this day. Because I'm sure there were bumps in the road, there were ups and downs, but you made it through. And we've all been through that road. So, know that you are blessed to be here, because again, life happens to all of us, but you are here, and you earned this moment. So dig in and begin the next phase of your journey. I want to welcome and thank the families and friends joining us for today's celebration. Graduates, we all know that your family and friends and many others along this journey helped you come to reach this day. Your professors, like one I actually met coming here earlier today, a Dr. Noel Chesley, along with other academic staff members and so many others from the UW community, have been dedicated to your success. So they all had a stake in you sitting where you are today, getting ready to turn that tassel. So I'm going to ask you to show your first very, very welcoming phase of gratitude by standing up and giving a round of applause, graduates, to your family and friends right now that are surrounding you, that have made it possible for you to be here. Stand up and give them a round of applause to your family and your friends. Now you have to clap like you really mean it. They have been here for you. Give them a shout. All right. So, sounds like a little bit of love out there. What do you think? So, your first practice, graduates, is to practice gratitude and to practice humility, because no one gets anywhere in this world alone. So, class of 2016, today is about you, whether you're a bachelor's degree, master's, or a doctorate. And not to put any pressure on you, I will say the future does lie in your hands. But from the students that I have met, I know our future is in good hands. The education you received and the experience you've gained along the way are tremendous assets. Your UW-Milwaukee professors have worked hard to provide you with knowledge, with the skills, and with the habits you need to achieve success. Your university deserves a special congratulations. Newly designated as a Research One institution in the prestigious Carnegie classifications, UW-Milwaukee is rightfully taking its place among the country's elite research university. And this speaks highly of the quality of your faculty and the high caliber education and opportunities that students receive here. We need to give our alma mater another round of applause. UW-Milwaukee is booming with research activity and entrepreneurial innovations. And this new Research One designation will further bolster the university's commitment to education and support the region's businesses and help address societal issues. One example where that's already happening The University School of Freshwater Sciences, with its $54 million state-of-the-art facility, is the only school of its kind in the nation and is earning an international reputation for freshwater research and industry. This is our alma mater I'm talking about. With research expenditures topping $60 million annually, the UW-Milwaukee Research Foundation is building partnerships and developing patents that bring the university's best ideas to market, from desalination to medical technology, from urban education to the latest in high-tech batteries. I know some of you have had the chance to participate firsthand in such efforts, whether in internships or through the Student Startup Challenge. I also see UW-Milwaukee with energized, engaged, and effective graduates. Every year, UW graduates are making their mark right here in Southeast Wisconsin and out on the world stage, taking on jobs as freshwater scientists, engineers, nurses, architects, accountants, and teachers. My point is, a little bragging is not out of line when it comes to our alma mater. Again, UW-Milwaukee. Today, you are gaining, class of 2016, a place in the wonderful and dynamic community of the University of Wisconsin alumni. You are taking your place among some of the world's most capable and respected citizens. As you make this transition, moving your tassels from right to left, I'd like to keep in mind, another role that you take on as a graduate of this great institution. Because there is nobody better than you to tell the story of this university's value. So going forward from this day, please tell people about your experience here. Tell them how UW-Milwaukee's strategic and forward-thinking Chancellor Mark Money and his dedicated faculty and staff helped you to discover who you are, the talents and abilities uniquely yours, the contributions, the marks you are now poised and positioned to make not only in the state, but in the world. American anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." I believe that, and I believe that you, class of 2016, have the potential, you have the passion, and the power to do just that. Finally, in my everyday job as president of the African American Chamber of Commerce of Wisconsin, we promote the growth of business owners and entrepreneurs, and we partner with corporate and nonprofit leaders, most of whom have college degrees. Included in the group are millennials who are entrepreneurs or thinking of how to leverage their careers to evolve and customize something into their very own. In other words, the class of 2016, especially you undergrads, represents this generation and this kind of thinking. So I want to leave you with 5 reminders from the late IT entrepreneur, Steve Jobs, who we all know was bold and courageous in his innovation, which is why he became the founder, the CEO, the chair of Apple, who died at age 56 in 2011. But these are 5 reminders that all of us can use as we go forth. Reminder number 1, trust your heart and trust it knows where it's going. You know, when you have that burning desire, that tug at your heart, that feeling inside that doesn't stop, what that usually is some nurturing or a calling to the passion that is leading you to that talent or contribution only you can give. Listen to it and trust it. Number 2, the worst thing that could happen might turn out to be the very best. Have you ever had those situations that for some crazy reason was so terrible but ended up benefiting you in some crazy kind of way? It happens in life. Number 3, watch this. He says, you are already naked. In other words, we all come in the same way, and guess what? We all leave at some point. He read somewhere around the age of 17 that you should live each day as if it were your last, because someday you'll certainly be right. At some point, we won't be here. But what does that mean? It means that while we're here, avoid the trap of living by saying, but what if I lose? What if this doesn't work? But turn it into, but what if I win? And what if it does work? And to value time with your family and the friends that are in your corner. Take time to be with them, because tomorrow is not always promised. And number 4, don't let anything drown out your inner voice. That idea, that thought that keeps coming to your mind. Have the courage to follow your gut, follow your heart, your purpose, not someone else's. And that may mean sometimes you may have to stand alone, but follow it. And number 5, last but not least, stay hungry and foolish. Staying hungry means that you are a lifelong learner. Learning new knowledge does not stop today just because you're graduating. Every day, there's something new to learn. In terms of staying foolish, it doesn't mean to take silly chances or to take dangerous ones. It says to look at chances, look at opportunities. Again, look at what worked for you, not what might not work. Look at the opportunity to win, because in the end, nothing beats a failure but a try. Finally, class of 2016, you display your UW-Milwaukee diploma with pride and accept all the good wishes that come your way today because you earned them. Continue to show gratitude to family and friends who sacrificed and supported you along the way. President Ray Cross and my fellow Board of Regents could not be more proud. So once again, I say congratulations, and to my alma mater, go Panthers! Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Hall. When we asked students to share their stories about their UWM experiences, I was overwhelmed by the praise they offered for the people that I have the privilege to work with every day, the faculty and staff of UWM. Many faculty members and staff are here today, seated on the stage in our front rows and throughout the arena. I ask that they please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Today's graduates are about to join the very distinguished UWM alumni community. You should know that UWM graduates more health sciences professionals, architects, nurses, performing artists, and educators than any other university in the state. Here to tell you a little bit more about the people our graduates are joining is Dave Miskey, President of the UWM Alumni Association. Dave is the Assistant Executive Director of the City of Milwaukee Redevelopment Authority. Please welcome to the friend, all of our friend, Dave Miskey.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good afternoon, everyone. Just as Chancellor Moni had a shout out earlier for a couple of personal shout outs, I want to just do one quick shout out to the Chancellor. There's been a lot of tumultuous times right now in the university system, and we've had such a great leadership. We've had great leadership from Mark that I just want to give him a little chance to acknowledge, or for us to acknowledge him. So please join me. So now getting on to my brief remarks, on behalf of more than 165,000 living alumni who have preceded you as graduates of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and as a proud member of the class of 1992, I offer my congratulations. I also warmly welcome you to the UWM alumni family. Upon graduation, each and every one of you automatically becomes a member of our dues-free alumni association. As a member, you can get involved with an alumni chapter, become a Panther advocate, volunteer as an ambassador, run or walk in the annual Panther Prowl, and participate in a host of networking opportunities. Information about these services will be shared with you via an email welcome later this week. Please take a few minutes to review that email and make sure to update your contact information for the alumni directory. But for today, we proudly present you with the special something that will let you show your Panther pride for UWM. Alumni Association leaders are distributing to each graduate a lapel pin as a reminder of your time at the university and your unforgettable memories at UWM. You will receive this lapel after you walk off the stage today. The pin represents your lifelong connection to the university and shows others that you have a great degree from this fine institution. You'll be amazed by how many fellow alumni you'll encounter in your professional experiences and your personal pursuits. In fact, let's see how many are here now. I would like all UWM alumni in the audience today to please stand and be recognized. So to the newest members of our strong alumni network, the class of 2016, best of luck, keep in touch, and welcome to our family of proud Panthers. Go Panthers.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you for the leadership you've provided for our Alumni Association, which has never been stronger, more engaged, more active, and your wonderful words of welcome are much appreciated. Thank you. Our commencement speaker today gives me great pleasure to be able to introduce Jose Vasquez, who's a member of the UW-Milwaukee class of 1977. I've known Jose for quite some time, and I can tell you that he is a positive force like no other in the Milwaukee community. A proud UWM alum, he has dedicated his life to lifting up this city and its diverse citizens. He is the president of St. Anthony Catholic School, the largest Catholic pre-K-12 school in the country, serving more than 2,000 children and students. He has an extraordinary background with 40 years of management and education, both at the technical college and university level, with county government and in the private sector. He's managed several organizations at all stages of development and is well known for his leadership. He has worked for the Neighborhood House, Waukesha County Technical College, La Casa de Esperanza, and the University of Wisconsin Extension, among others. A former UW System Regent, Jose has also served on the board of directors for the Wisconsin Technical College System, United Community Center, Red Cross of Greater Milwaukee, Milwaukee Area Technical College, and the St. Francis de Sales Catholic Seminary. Jose has a bachelor's degree in sociology from St. Mary's University and a master's degree in educational rehabilitation counseling from UWM. Without further delay, please join me in welcoming Jose Vasquez.
Chancellor Moni, thank you for extending to me this opportunity to share with the class of 2016 a few thoughts that I believe are pertinent to our graduates of this fine university. These thoughts come from my personal experience before pursuing my baccalaureate degree and after I received it. Many have said and have heard that parents are the first and most important teachers. I am no exception in hearing and expressing this phrase. I have proudly said this of my parents, but let me tell you a few things about my parents. Our family came from Mexico and settled in San Antonio, Texas. Now, before we get too far, we did come legally, so this is not an immigration story, so don't get nervous about that. My parents barely finished 6th grade education in Mexico. When they came to the United States, they were already mature adults, and what one could say that I was kind of like a surprise baby. When they passed away, they did not speak much English. They did not help me with my homework. They did not read to me stories in English. They did not act as escorts on field trips. So how could these two individuals possibly be my two most influential teachers? Very simple. When it came to my education, there were three rules that they instilled in me. First, if you are going to be successful in this country, you must learn your English and learn it well. Don't forget your Spanish, and don't forget where you came from. Second, any day that you are not in school, it is because you are so sick that you're in the hospital. In other words, no cough, cough, no, I have a little tummy ache, no, I have a little headache, I can't go to school. Not at all. That was not acceptable. And third, the day we get a note from your teacher, we want to know what you did wrong, not what the teacher did wrong. I do admit they did receive many notes from my teachers throughout all of my education, all the way through high school. Now, you must understand that these were different times, and I am not sure how well these three rules would be accepted today by both parents and students. The point I wish to make, and tied to today's celebration, is that my parents were directly instrumental in my being here today, not because of their academic assistance. I am here today because of their encouragement and support through the good and the bad that I experienced as I was growing up, and they never gave up on me. So my point to all of you graduating today, similar to what Regent Hall said, is do not be so full of yourselves in accomplishing this great milestone and think that you did it alone. Today, more than any other day, you should thank people in your lives that encouraged you, that motivated you, that pushed and pulled you along to get to this point. Yes, like Regent Hall said, you were in the classrooms and the labs doing the work. Yes, you were alone in the library and study halls doing the work. But as you think back, I know that there have been individuals that are just as responsible in getting you here today. Your accomplishment today certainly gives you the strength and the courage to recognize that you did not get here alone. My second point of sharing is also a personal experience. As noted, I graduated from St. Mary's University in San Antonio, Texas. And it was clear that I was Wisconsin-bound. I had met my future wife in Wisconsin, and I knew that this is where I would be living. Mary is here today, along with my son David, and my daughter-in-law Leah, and my most precious granddaughter Kate. I certainly made the right decision to come to Wisconsin. But my story is about what I was being told when I started looking for work with my new shiny diploma in hand. I was told, Jose, your problem is not getting a job, is not whether you will find a job or not. It's going to be which job to choose from, all the ones that are going to be offered to you. I was told you are Hispanic and you have a college diploma. And from a few people, I also received what I consider to be kind of a left-handed compliment. And you speak English with no accent. You know, I sometimes think a Ricardo Montalban or an Omar Sharif accent really isn't a bad thing to have. Don't you think that also? So I thought, this is great. And I started my search. And I interviewed in many places, but I did not get hired. I was told, you don't have enough experience. You need an advanced degree. You haven't worked in our specific area of service. And it went on and on. What happened to all those jobs that I was told would be literally thrown at me? How easily I could have become disenchanted, become cynical, even angry and suspicious that I was being discriminated because I am Hispanic. How easy it would have been for me to even wonder whether the degree I received was even worth the time, effort, and gigantic loan that I had to start paying. As I sat back and thought through all the interviews that did not yield a job, I began to think differently. One thing did immediately come to my attention. I was being invited for interviews. I was actually interviewing for positions that required a baccalaureate degree. These were jobs that I would not be given any notice if I did not have a college degree. The light bulb finally went on in my head. My degree was a key that was allowing me to enter a world that I would never be able to enter without the diploma. But like a key, it does not guarantee what you will find in the room you open. It opens the door, and once you enter, you are on your own. The diploma you will receive does not guarantee you a job. It does not guarantee you support or success. It does allow you to answer yes when the question is asked, do you have a university diploma? It is a yes that cannot be answered by individuals that have never attended college. It is a yes that can be not answered by the many former students that attended a college or university but did not finish their studies. It is a yes that says, I started and I finished. It is a yes that says, I have acquired knowledge and skills that are within me, which can never be taken away. What I learned through all those interviews was that the key opened the door, but I had to do the rest to get the job. In the beginning of my post-college job search, I very naively thought my degree is my guarantee with very little effort on my part, since I have pulled all my effort and work to get the degree. It finally dawned on me that my degree was the key, but it was a key that I helped build. I struggled through college. I became frustrated. I questioned whether I should even be in college at all. At times, I felt alone. But as I thought more about it, I recognized the richness of all that I had learned and experienced throughout my college years. I did acquire new knowledge in my areas of study, but more important, I realized that I was a different person than the one that started college. I became more confident in myself. I became more curious about many things. I realized there was a world out there that I knew nothing about, and I better learn about it quickly because I would be in it soon after graduation. The diploma was the key that opened doors. My college experience enriched me to step through the door and demonstrate that the knowledge that diploma represented was being complemented by a person that was confident and ready to bring significant value to the job. So that is my second point. It is you that brings the greatest value to your diploma, not the other way around. You, through your varied life and college experiences, through your ability to complete your degree program, are the whole package. Your college diploma has great value, but you standing behind the diploma makes it invaluable. Finally, my last point. You heard it earlier. I ask that you give thanks to all those that got you here, pushed and pulled you along to the finish line. I remind you to recognize the significant strength and growth you have gone through from your first day at college. And I note you are the strength behind the diploma. Now I encourage you to start the circle. Become the one that will see greatness in others and encourage them along life. Let them know you see greatness that can be even greater with a college degree. Be that mentor, that guide, that pillar of support as others were for you. Life is not simply about getting a job. It is about living the life. You now have the key. Open the door and step confidently through the door and live that life. I congratulate you, graduates. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Jose. Those were inspiring comments. We thank you for your 8 years of service on the Board of Regents. We will miss you. Now, with due respect to all that has transpired up to this point in our ceremony thus far, we are now about to begin the most anticipated and important part of today's program, when we recognize our graduates. You know, we had a lot of enthusiasm this morning, but I think this group is going to top it. Several volunteers make up a vital part of this part of the program, the people who read graduates' names. I'd like to thank our readers in advance for their help today. They include Andrea Azarian, Colin Daly, Scott Hoffland, Catherine Loomis, Jean Salzer, Joel Spees, and Betty Warris. Final word for all ceremony participants. To make today's program as meaningful to the last graduate to walk across the stage as it is to the first, I request that after you receive your degree, that you please return to your seat for the remainder of the ceremony. Your fellow graduates and I thank you for your courtesy. You'll also get a sneak peek at a video featuring our graduates. You might have heard a little bit about that from this morning. It's worth waiting for. Now, parents and friends, this is a final word of instruction to you as well. You may have been asked by your graduate not to shout or cheer when his or her name is read. Please know, though, that a chancellor outranks a graduate. Their request is hereby overruled. Nada. Do not hesitate to show your appreciation for their accomplishment. I now call upon our Provost, Johannes Britz, to begin the process of awarding our academic degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Moni, and I call upon the Dean of the Graduate School, Dean Maria Gajardziska-Jozefowska, in short, Dean Maria, who will present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Nursing Practice will please rise. Chancellor Mone, these scholars have devoted years of intensive work to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended dissertations that have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions to knowledge in their respective fields. Therefore, at this 50th anniversary of the first PhD granted, and in the very first year as an R1 doctoral research university, upon recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by vote of the Board of Regents, they're presented for the highest academic recognition within the university, the doctoral degree.
Thank you, Dean Maria. Candidates, you have completed requirements for your doctorate, and on the recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents and the University of Wisconsin system, I admit you to the appropriate doctoral degree. In testimony thereof, come forward with your escort and receive your diploma and the emblem of your achievement, your academic hood.
Wen Chang. Oh, yep, thank you. I don't have her card. Wen-Sin Chang, escorted by Stephen Wester. Lindsay Erica Danforth, escorted by Stephen Wester. Shinye Kim, escorted by Stephen Wester. Rahul Ramachandran, escorted by Michael Nasonovsky. Mamdad Barari, escorted by Krishna Pillai. Zhenyu Zhu, escorted by Krishna Pillai. Rani Pradotto, escort by Konstantin Sobolev. Ashish Solanki, escorted by Adel Nasiri. Vijay Yendra Wishwan Atnan, escort Jaijin Yang. Ahmad Palavan Tafti, escort by Hussein Hosseini. Camille Samara, escort Hussein Hosseini. Anirban Ghosh, escort Hussein Hosseini. Afsana Dori, escort Pradeep Rodatki. Mesam Tabande Khorshid, escort Pradeep Rotagi. Ishin Yen, escort Ryochi Amano. Randall Jackson, escort Ryochi Amano. Peng Li, escort Yu Liu. Aruna Waninyake, escort Nidal Abu Zara. Don King Pan, escort Ilya Avdiv. Brian Patrick Weikelt, escort Timothy Patrick. Akshath Kapoor, escort Priya Nambasan. David Cornell, escort Kyle Ebersol. Chunlung Huang, escort Huimin Zhao. Yes, thank you. Madonna Kubichka, Karen escort Karen Morin. Sorry about that, Karen. Jessica Grace Smith, escort Karen Morin. Deborah Jean Zebarth, escort Sally Lundeen. Amber Young Bryce, escort Aaron Bush. Busse. Caitlin Ann Meyer, escort Julie Snethen. Shawana Antronette Brown Johnson, escort Julia Snethen. Jacqueline Aloampe, escort Dr. Darmody. Inez Adams, escort Julie Darmody. Katie M. Henke, escort Julie Darmody. Marissa Lee Zern, escorted by Julie Darmody. Amanda Joy Heemstra, escort Julie Darmody. Elise Elizabeth Carrera, escort Julie Darmody. Maureen Catherine Schussler, escort Julie Darmody. Christina Williams, escort Julie Darmody. Catherine Lynn O'Brien, escort Carol Klingbeil. Samrina Camille Rizik, escort Diane Shadowalt. Judy Geisler, escort Diane Shadowald. Anne-Marie Dubrecht, escort Michelle Gehring. Ruth Grams, escort Sarah Morgan. Deborah Millicent Boading, escort Sarah Morgan. Graduates receiving their Doctor of Physical Therapy, escorted by Program Director Wendy Huddleston and Director of Clinical Education Ann Dietrich. Allison Amatayes, escort Wendy Huddleston. Lauren Marie Bauer, escort Wendy Huddleston and Dietrich. Allison Lynn Bouchard, escort Wendy and Ann. Jill Delane Bergerson, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Chelsea Lee Basil, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Tyler James Bosshart, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Tyler Anthony Dickinson, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Brian Patrick Einert, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Abby Evans, escorted by Ann Dietrich and Wendy Huddleston. Catherine Elizabeth Hurst, escort Wendy Huddleston, Ann Dietrich. Adam Michael Irwin, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Jonathan Lynn, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Katie Merrick, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Ashley Nicole May, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Kelly Nance, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Joshua McIntosh Nelson, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Luke Pan, escorted by Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Francesca Nicole Paras, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Catherine Pettis, escort Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Amanda Sullivan, escorted by Wendy Huddleston and Ann Dietrich. Laura Aisha Voith, escorted by Dr. James Topitzes. Abdul Aziz Aldosari, escorted by Raji Swaminathan. Etan Yaakov Benzakin, escort Raji Swaminathan. Anita Samuel, escorted by Simone Conceição. Ali Yilmuz, escorted by Simone Conceição. Michael Kirchner, escorted by Alfonso Thurman. Danielle Lorraine Apugo, escorted by Regina Smith.
Chancellor Moni Dean Maria will now award the master's degrees to candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements.
Candidates for the terminal degree of Master of Business Administration, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science in Management, Master of Science, Master of Nursing, and Master of Social Work will please rise. Chancellor Moni, I present these candidates for a second or third degree in their respective fields. Upon recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee and by vote of the regents, they're eligible for admission in their appropriate degrees.
Thank you. You have completed the requirements for the appropriate master's degrees. On recommendation of the Graduate Faculty Committee, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I admit you to the appropriate master's degree. In testimony thereof, please come forward and receive your diploma when directed by the marshals. Until then, please remain seated.
There's a card for you to read.
Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business.
School of Education.
Ahmed Tarbishi.
Brooke Messer.
Gaida Al-Agala.
Kaylee Ninneman.
Deepa Desai.
Jenna Emanuele.
Patrick Lee.
Melissa St. Antoine.
Zach Dons.
Andrea Lewis.
Derek Castor.
Jessica Bowman.
Christian McLeod.
Alyssa Lee Pond Franklin.
Cheryl Pura.
Lori Storm.
Sylvia Dietrich.
Cecilia Gonzalez.
Alex Larson.
Taylor Lindell.
Ann Kendall.
Deandra Marbley.
Corey Hunt.
Kenneth Nealon.
Adam Leffel.
Alyssa Grizar.
Tim Lemansky.
Paul Klotz.
Carissa Capert.
Lindsay Bangert.
Jordan Moslich.
Rachel Vanderwegen.
Scott Hannox.
Zachary Stella.
Andre Herblock.
Kyle Vanderheiden.
Augusto Alinea.
Lauren Mescari.
Brock Mashing.
Haley Schwint.
Rania Howie.
Catherine Chaplin.
Rachel Euchre.
Dana DeFair Lipsy.
Lucas Sweeter.
Nikita Buford.
Raymond Sorozik.
Shaquita Glenn.
Sierra Townsend.
Aaron Ray Goldstein.
Nicole Tarleton.
Tiffany Schadleiwer.
Macy Patry.
Joseph Gahan.
Joseph Roberts.
Howard Thyrus.
Michael Bednars.
Kim Novak.
Antoine Daly.
Delia Smith.
James Raish.
Trina Hayden.
Devon Thomas.
Aaron Norris.
Stanley Abraham.
Emily Walquist.
Terrence Cole.
Maya Burrington.
Nicholas Bickler.
Annette Hahn.
Rawi Khatib.
Mark Endress.
Fernando Chavez.
Robert Tice.
Paul Ressler.
Carlos Rodriguez.
Kent Damin.
Ozma Abernawi.
Nicholas Babbitt.
Nadra Alrugani.
Jonathan Mantis.
Jeremy Rose.
Jonathan Haldeman.
Megan Baker.
Jeffrey Kaufman.
Jennifer Hilgendorf.
Tyler Smits.
Juliana Jakubowski.
Erica Wright.
Jody Bauer.
Igor Lukic.
Brandy Williams.
Kristen Sanders.
Adrienne Gurman.
Jessica Nelson.
Katrina McGann.
Mitch Bartell,
Marissa Ducharme,
Yu Chang Lin,
Jennifer Schonsberg,
Rachel Werner,
December Lang Tracy,
Mitchell Chamberlain,
Alyssa Anzalone,
Michael Opatz,
Milana Christic,
Megan Morris,
Ian Heffler,
Harvey Utek,
Hideaki Noguchi,
Kai Gao,
Shantae James,
Ming Cheng,
Allison Moss,
Lu Yuan Kui,
Jennifer Day,
Wei Q,
Nicole Peterson,
Ling Chen,
Megan Dufresne,
Ligia Zhang,
Alyssa Oberschlake,
Frank Jones,
Jenna Hippis,
Caitlin Pistoner,
Mary Beth O'Brien,
Jasmine Harris,
Michelle Catalin,
Diana Jasnikowski,
Caitlin Jacobson,
Jessica Jansky,
Jenna Lurecki,
Neelam Najimi,
William Michael McElliott,
Johannes Knittel,
College of
Putri
Engineering
Arum
and Applied
Jati,
Science. College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Courtney Buchanan,
Prasuna Rajbundari.
Elizabeth Tryon,
Jatsna Shrestha.
Kristen Klind,
Fatin Hussein.
Kaylee Worster,
Ebtesam Hasbui.
Amy Koffung,
Ryan Seidler.
Sierra Sutton,
Mohammed Sabah.
Gina Fitzgerald,
Linky Mao.
Brian Batter,
Chao Chang.
Stephanie Zito,
Tasha Graciano.
Sarah Gordon,
Bahadur Baitan.
Karnika Kochar,
Pen Yang.
Swati Garg,
Jeremy Kiefenheim.
Thavishri Deepchipali,
Robert Morien.
Mark Ganny,
Shwetatasha Suri.
Sammy Joe Chubby Yang Song,
Joel Dikuna.
Tong Zhao,
Arwa Al-Subhi.
Daniel Pulowski,
Sarah Dashti.
Sebastian Mess,
Leah Barsh.
David Groff,
Maya Shiksada.
College of Nursing. Chad
Sruhana.
Balthazar,
Sruhana Gokankonda.
Lillian Jensen,
Ritesh Modi.
Julia Vlahos,
Sham Narayanan Nair.
Jordan Posey,
Pallavi Ekshin.
Allison Mohamudi,
Joanna Sandreto.
Darlene Docknall,
Zachary Harper.
Amy Wallace,
Tigwin.
Mary Sales,
Zvoran Howe.
Melissa Melcher,
Weiben Song. Boshin Chen. Han John. Russell Shao. Arun Kumar Koralagundi Mat. Krishna Karthik Kadapa. Navraj Singh. Shwigin Wang. College of Health Sciences. Lynn Brown. Jacqueline Engel. Hannah Fisher. Zinyab Basi. Adele Al-Mutari. Kaylee Harrison. Amy Muzanuski. Jeannie Parker. Taylor Schumann. Molly Coyne. Emily Lindeman. Carmen Daniels. Heather Salvo. Hannah Nesvold. Abigail Freund. Kylie O'Keefe. Jessica Davis. Christina Carlson. Lindsay Humschild. Okay. Helen Bader, School of Social Welfare. Emma Reeder. Shawnee Clayen. Catherine Stoll. Ryan Boofton. Luke Geiger. Taylor Murray. Amanda Christensen. Angel Ortega Valentin. Angela Becker. Carrie Benedict. Lily Futzenreuter. Robin Wallen. Mariah Johnson. Carolyn Buckneck. Valerie Nyman. Allie Juscorey. Brittany Liebhauser. Sarah Peterson. Chelsea Vashaleski. Megan Sixel. Abigail Lading. Lainey Grogan. Hannah Von Baron. Nicole Reeder. Allie Keel. Ashley Altroiter. Amberly Mixon. Brianna Johnson. Julie Bremer. John Trost. Michelle Heinze. Cassandra Scott. Alyssa Nicholson. Rebecca Johnson. Emily Slominski. Taisha Sanders. Rachel Tijersena. Cecilia Blancas. Ana Tao. Meredita Stoner. Edward Malitik. Jessica Otteson. Kanisha Dare.
We're done.
So please give a round of applause for the master's degree students. So Chancellor Moni, we now come to the part of the program that has been known to get rather noisy. It is the part that recognizes those candidates who have completed their studies leading to the bachelor's degree. And I call upon Dean Kanti Prasad of the Lubar School of Business.
With great pride, the Lubar School of Business is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. Celebrating 50 years of excellence, 50 years of outstanding contributions by our 32,000 plus alumni, and today's graduates will soon be joining them. Now, candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Arts in Global Studies will please rise. Chancellor Moaning, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates B, please be seated.
Thank you, Kanti. I now call upon Dean Alan Soho of the School of Education.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the School of Education, will you please rise? Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Alan. I now call upon Associate Dean Ethan Munson of the College of Engineering and Applied Science.
The College of Engineering and Applied Science has just finished its 50th year of existence, and I am proud to say that it is continuing to produce excellent Milwaukee engineers. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their course requirements and are ready to become Milwaukee engineers. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and Applied Science and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their appropriate degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Ethan. And I now call upon Interim Dean Ron Sisler of the College of Health Sciences.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Health Sciences, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates have completed their coursework requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the premier College of Health Sciences in the state of Wisconsin, with over 20 accredited programs, highly ranked nationally, and by the vote of the regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Ron. I call upon Dean Sally Landin of the College of Nursing.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Nursing, will you please rise? Chancellor Mone, these candidates who have helped us celebrate our 50th year and are the leaders that will provide health care for all of us in the next decades, have completed their course requirements, and upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Nursing and by vote of the regents, they are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Sally. And now I call upon Dean Stan Stojkovic of the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare.
Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare, please rise. Chancellor Mone, these candidates make up both criminal justice and social work students who will represent us in very trying careers as we go forward into this century. They've completed their course requirements and upon recommendation of the faculty of the Helen Bader School of Social Welfare and by the vote of the regents are presented for their degree. Candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Stan. Will all candidates for the bachelor degree please rise? So, Chancellor Mone, these brilliant candidates from the several schools and colleges of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee have been presented by their respective deans for their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Provost Britz. You have completed the requirements of your respective degrees. Therefore, upon recommendation of the various faculties and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I admit you to the bachelor's degree appropriate to the courses you have completed. In testimony thereof, you may come forward and receive your diplomas when directed by the marshals. Until then, please remain seated.
Sheldon B. Lubar School of Business. Caitlin Barker.
Helen Bader School of Social Welfare. Deborah Ward.
Laura Coppersmith.
Her.
Alex Bossetti.
Fiordenis Alcantara.
Kelsey Depew.
Fiordelis Alcantara.
Aaron Dittman.
Bao Vang.
Carlos Berumen.
Myra Vega Whitty.
Brian DeWent.
Pader Vang.
Nicholas Faraz.
Amber Rush.
Nick Dorst.
Courtney Curry.
Ileana Bellini.
Rukemoran Mugdal.
William Acuff.
Tori Grimal.
Renee Nipple.
Devontae Johnson.
Lauren Conchan.
Lauren Wiener.
Claire Steiner.
Rena Ripley.
Caitlin Robertson.
Helen Hansen.
Miriam Schroeder.
John Ishon.
Elliot Anderson.
Eric Hunsader.
Sam Ingrilli.
John Lucille.
Anthony Barbado.
Amy Tremmel.
Ty Redman.
Lister Yang.
Frederick Pulse.
Antonio Thompson.
Joseph Lawrence.
Giannia Ward.
Anthony Lamarca.
Celebrity Green.
Tim Bernicki.
Jasmine McDonald.
Peter Kessel.
Kenya Warren.
Jeffrey Breezer.
Jeremy Janowski.
Cody Kaiser.
Alexis McCarty.
Brett Hansen.
Latoya Love.
Michael Clemstein.
Rebecca Ainsworth.
Jordan Endres.
Robin Savage.
Shantora Evans.
Vanessa Zinke.
Ryan Carpenter.
Allison Bogart.
Alexander Blondin.
Emma Field.
Alex Kozicki.
Caitlin Fleming.
Andrew Eichel.
Kimberly Verozhina.
John Parr Jr.
Derek Smith.
David Sukomel.
Joel Deutsch.
Blake Langen.
Taylor Warmington.
Yannick Yorat.
Bonnie Fabian. Christine Buck. Kaylee Reinke.
Corey Wood.
Liliana Radick.
Steve White.
Lexi Femright.
Megan Newhouse.
Samantha Lafferty.
Will Leja.
Erica Smith.
Amanda Zhang.
Shelby Puppy.
Brian Ragsdale.
Charles Hawes.
Joey Lepak.
Honor Schold.
Amy Anderson.
Sarah Miller.
Christopher Guzman.
Taylor McCabe.
Alex Boyle.
Claire Stout.
Austin Mader.
Jessica Miner.
Jake Brown.
Nicole Severson.
Taylor Betters.
Austin Hollick.
Calvin Chiang.
Michaela Gores.
Zach Kramer.
Candace Motter.
Katie Gifford.
Adam LaBrosse.
Casey Crayer.
Jessica Morgano.
Sophia Sumpopekti.
Sarah Weaver.
Zua Zong.
Bailey Weber.
Maipachi Lee.
Yvonne Torres.
C. Zhang.
Sean LaFleur.
Pao Tao.
Danielle Medina.
Zatzek Katos Casey.
Caitlin McHugh.
Samantha Murray.
Jeb Eben.
Connie Vargas.
Jerry-Ann Wiley.
Kelly Wildy.
Alicia Thorgan.
Kimberly Seipel.
Joseph Getz.
Sharon Riley Agostino.
Timothy DeVerse.
Ian Long.
Reginald Williams II.
Robert Albert.
Zach Chartrand.
Michael Koenig.
Aaron Vandersteen.
Charles Henke.
Mackenzie Farrell.
Kenneth Eichstadt.
Maggie Bissaw.
Don Glover.
Kendra Koala.
Jamin Hamilton.
Sarah Kalath.
Suzanne Cox.
Ryan Sontag.
Trey Clemens.
Kyle Williams.
Natalie Kane.
Robert Kuklinski.
Shrindi Kaluru.
Kevin Jorgensen.
Allison Knaus.
Alexandria Lang.
Benjamin Cuppery.
Sarah Zolans.
Lindsay Streff.
Glenn Cox.
Shelby McGill.
Peng Lee.
Travis Seti.
Tao Zhang.
Paul Lukoski.
Vakyu Lo.
Thomas Rebholz.
Pemcheng Lo.
Stephen Whitman.
Jacob Birch.
Andrew Roberts.
Lane Kufel.
Kenneth Lopez.
Tanner Buchanan.
Jonathan Pletzi.
Luciano Rogers.
Mitchell Stark.
Diamond Cole.
Michael Schlover.
Daryl Watts Jr.
Daniel Mulcahy.
Devin Whitfield.
Ashley Ferris.
Brendan Selinski.
Lindsay Flower.
Joseph Radzinski.
Lauren Kanizi.
Calvin Dodd.
Katrina Gutierrez.
Lakeisha Willis.
Victoria Corlett.
Ryan LeClaire.
Daniel Wine.
Chris Rojo.
Katie Henricks.
Parminder Jit Singh.
McKenna Fredericksdorf.
Nathan Fritzler.
Christopher Hart.
Andrea Williams.
Ryan Home.
Keena Brock.
Natasha Jurich.
Samantha Kratz.
Ryan Greenberg.
Caitlin Fritz.
Olivia Nitke.
C. Moa.
Melissa Weiland.
Annie Van Hoot.
Wayne Paliwoda.
Elizabeth Edelman.
Adam Serato.
Kayla Kintoff.
Armin Rod.
Cassidy Lynch.
Jackson Zingsheim.
Jason Poppy.
Benjamin Wurzba.
Anthony Feliciano.
Benjamin Rainiak.
Tanya Bermudez.
Feiyu Wang.
Nikki Brock.
Singyu Meng.
Dynasty Brown.
Michael Shaning.
Maggie Branch.
Christopher Mansky.
Jacqueline Bonk.
Jason Leitch. Brian Leitch.
Chanel Colbert.
Dan Clowiter.
Corey Krowski.
Tim Keenan.
Rayshawn Grenchius.
Jacob Westfall.
Elizabeth Barahana.
Carson Hillsberg.
Naudatao.
Austin Haga.
Caitlin Brisworm.
Nick Bove.
Stephanie Zhang.
Nicholas Eunice.
Christopher Tao.
Daniel Barwick.
Marjorie Lopez.
Justin Jaquish.
Alex Inaski.
Yisen Meng.
Jason Makey.
Tintin Chen.
Corey Lozano.
Mary Ellen Metzendorf.
Jasmine Binns.
Zach Zize.
Brandon Keenast.
David Pettis.
Robin Figurino.
Sean Vick.
Lee Yang.
Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Taylor Clark.
Richard Triber.
Rebecca Immel.
Brett Umloft.
Louisa Hoganson.
Brooke Larson.
Makaila Magel.
Laura Lykonen.
Caitlin Hennessy.
Thomas Wiesner.
Ericia Beres.
Hannah Fitzsimmons.
Leah Letson.
Alexandra Economo.
Bobby Jones.
Paolo Ducci.
Jonathan Mitchell.
Michael Handke.
College of Engineering and Applied Science.
Matthew Dixon.
Saleh Al-Rash.
Gloria Arce.
Mahdi Al-Kamsa.
Marissa Janowski.
Zultan Al-Harbi.
Aaron Davis.
Yaru Bahabri.
Mitch Alexander.
Haidar Al-Makrami.
Cameron Carlin.
Ahmad Al-Enabi.
Nishant Deshpande.
Khalid Al-Masari.
Wayne Zhang.
Mowath Al-Hude.
Ted Voigt.
Brian Zebart.
Nicholas Zingsheim.
Mohammed Al-Salem.
Michael Makunda.
Ross Gessel.
Tyler Lumley.
Nicholas Nelson.
Pong Lore.
Will Matthews.
David Prohaska.
Jeremy Pipe.
Stephanie Lastly.
Lucas Feiner.
Alexander Yunker.
Jacob Widmer.
Aaron Vlies.
Matthew Talbot.
Nathan Ops.
Ross Schlegel.
Rigel Mitchell.
Rebecca Tesh.
Peter Smith.
Brittany Schwartz.
Mitchell Rowan.
David Messer.
Caitlin Bailey.
Charles Keller.
Timothy Winesek.
Gary Jean-Pierre.
Allison Wilder.
Mao Lee.
Michael Rendler.
Mark Anthony Wolf.
Angela Lopez.
Joshua Van Ryzen.
Madeline Anderson.
Christopher Kujaski.
Kiana Cott.
Mason Lockard.
Katie Savajian.
Dominic Crivello.
Amanda Earhart.
Bernard Evans.
Lacey Volmer.
Jeremy Nelson.
John Majewski.
Cade Fontana.
Stacy Seelig.
Heidi Renicki.
Caitlin Volpendestra.
Kayla Pearson.
Andrea Kawak.
Alexandra Newman.
Nora Shalaku.
Tressa Norden.
Mariah Nigal.
Jared Gross.
Zachary Peregrine.
Jake Von Boxtel.
Kayla Tahalski.
Arthur Kucharski.
Sean McKenzie.
Shane Bremen.
Max Mazurek.
Mitchell Horn.
Daniel Shiro.
Dominic Uzi.
Chase Siebert.
Max Grab.
Elizabeth Lustig.
Logan Fascio.
Caitlin Bonnock.
Jake Ecker.
Jenna Kendall.
Gerald Richards.
Marissa Novi.
William Stepp.
Aaron Monson.
Jared Kobriger.
Allison Betcher.
Jose Rodriguez.
Samantha Ruddell.
Anthony Demise.
Catherine Girls.
Joshua Lemish.
Mallory May.
Justin Jarmus.
Courtney Rademan.
Sam Reed.
Gina Hatt.
Jordan Miller.
Maggie Dunbar.
Thomas Hersfeld.
Allison Daly.
Dan Pepler.
Noah Mott.
Rachel Simith.
Jake Nelson.
Hayden Markport.
Casey Korth.
Andrew Meyer.
Ryan Schmidt.
Kyle Odette.
Amanda Porubsky.
Stephen Villacres.
Michael Schutte.
Nick Wallerman.
Nicholas Toomey.
Jerron Campbell.
Paige Schrader.
Douglas No.
Mitchell Makowski.
Kevin Clark.
Eric Sawyer.
Michelle Traub.
Julia Stoneman.
Jacob Gustafson.
Rebecca Faunis.
James Weglarts.
David Cook.
Alex Greeley.
Angelique Carr.
Tevin Rodriguez.
Ivan Castillo.
Kyle Schlimbach.
Jesus Herrera.
Yosef Ladik.
Daniel Kelly.
Timothy Wall.
Daisy Gusami
Brett
Vager.
Kohler.
Griffin Burnstow.
Travis Keppen.
Michael Belli.
Nicholas Pritzel.
Ryan Ellen Becker.
Corey Oswald.
Ivy Griffith.
Matt Posel.
Ariana Ibarra.
Gustava Sanchez Mork.
Caitlin Nicolette.
Eric Nitz.
Haley Single.
Tim Eggert.
Sarah Lyons.
Joseph Morgan.
Nicholas Mangini.
Timothy Sense.
Brooke Palmer.
Brett Sweeney.
Tyler Thorne.
Alexei Yermakov.
Akiv Saparemendov.
Michael Adler.
Yilin Sin.
Abdul Monem Almatar.
Ming-Ha Wang.
Jake Tuttle.
Graham Sershin.
Kyle Sosinski.
Shia Vang.
John Niemer.
Misha Pinero.
Stephen Blahnik.
Jonathan Phillips.
Christopher Harmon.
Wissam Almaroon.
Mark Zarneski.
Ali Al-Sheikh Mohammed.
Johnny Cha.
Mohammed Ablahi.
Matt Kiefkafer.
Abdullah bin Diknell.
Caleb Romanesco.
Man Ajib.
Doug Monroe.
Mesha Bukhari.
Tyler Brosh.
Mohammed Etwadi.
Lauren Bersai.
Khalid Almas.
Brian Larson.
Talal Alwidi.
Zachary Kaler.
Dunya Elertasi.
Chad Tarman.
Gaida Altani.
Katie Ledoux.
Jordan Garvin.
Matthew Weiss.
Haley Schild.
Nina Fricano.
Ashley Warnke.
Callie Kemper.
Brittany Yingling.
Richard Gebhardt.
Tyler Rundies.
Justin Bitfender.
Maya Gorbsova.
Jamie Hetland.
Nicole Nedesheim.
Devin Oldrick.
Jessica Miller.
Eric Brotland.
Chelsea Bertium.
Tim Hendrickson.
Mike Adams.
Diana DePalma.
Timothy Wirtz.
Rachel Tischer.
Jeff Newman.
Elon Hirschman.
Joseph Wahab.
Jacob Sonnenberg.
Mitchell DC.
Craig Bergeron.
Taylor Martin.
Thomas Domenico.
Paige Kwiatkowski.
Alexander Stiles.
Anam Beg.
Dieter Schmidt.
Jamal Bazar.
Nathan Bourne.
Sheikh Malid Akbar.
Salah Alarfa.
Sabina Butler.
Zhongyu Sun.
Marshall Gaskin.
Shibo Lu.
Yaziad Alahib.
Danle Hu.
Ahmad Jahari.
Yutian Li.
Ahmed Almaselm.
Hautian Hu.
Mohammed Al Saif.
Yu Bei.
Delia Shower.
Yaning Li.
Sabina Mamadova.
Wentao Zhu.
Shireen Blood.
Yu Hao Chin.
David Maroon.
Zijian Kao.
Jonathan Ponkratz.
Jackie Lee.
Tyler Block.
Boris Bozic.
Sean Nelson.
Zoran Milo Salevich.
Nicole Steinberg.
Bopen Zhao.
Alyssa Seidel.
Shuran Zhao.
Carter Lewis.
Cheng Vu.
An Nguyen. Fan Jin Shu.
Keith Turner.
Taylor Wingate.
Jordan Pro.
Michelle Gilman.
Rodney Lloyd.
Jacob Thomas Hartmeiler.
Faisal Al-Karab.
Ryan Koppel.
Fad Maghrabi.
James Weber.
Naif Al-Dahavi.
Lindsay Konzal.
Huaitan Abusan.
Stefan Frangish.
Omar Al-Sayari.
Heather Keen.
Abdullah Jawi.
Michael Houston.
Ahmed Al-Abdul Karim.
Katie Baroni.
Abra Albreb.
Melissa Bemis.
Bim Chen.
Elizabeth Berger.
Yuming Chen.
Leanne Hank.
College of Health Sciences.
Tanner Limke. Eric Walgren.
Haley Newell.
Nicholas Klemick.
Evan Corbin.
David Sapiro.
Stephen Sobleski.
Alexander Mayer.
Bennett Reed.
Eric Stehoick.
Miranda Langford.
Leti Nork.
Celia Para.
Jordan Swan.
Nicolas Santos.
Megan Way King.
Joshua Grinke. Justin
Sand
Putterman.
Lou.
Connor Trepton.
Edie Jew.
Paige Linicum.
Wenbo Lee.
Brett Pozolinski.
Nathan Campbell.
Taylor Golubowski.
Jarrett DeGeorge.
Sean Bowler.
Stephanie Bray.
Ashley McBain.
Jessica Clapprich.
Samantha Radmer.
William Ruffing.
Cole Krieger.
Patrick Cannon.
Jordan Shelton.
Margaret Delaney.
Alexis Pelton.
Andrea Johansson.
Allison Morgan.
Kurt Collins.
Celia Hanson.
Cullen Johnson.
Sierra Olson.
John Gazelle.
Alicia Wallen.
Andrew Wynn.
Virginia Blanco.
Ren Yen.
Alicia Bagan.
Sing Yu Chao.
Sergio Martinez.
Jaheng Shea.
Kongming Yang.
Meng Lu.
Michael Blondell.
Ryan McGinn.
Kristen Spielbauer.
Clayton Schmitz.
Kimberly Dubinsky.
Jacob Jondry.
Mohammed Al-Makari.
Alexandra Messinger.
Zachary Knuth.
Colin Tessar.
Morris Croma.
Sina Tao.
Dawinder Bila.
Austin Arians.
Jamie Tanpas.
Garrett Bruni.
Colleen Seegers.
Peterson Hang.
Caitlin Schulke.
Wenxin Cao.
Brandon McDermott.
David Kiddo.
Christian Casper.
Benjamin Franco.
Hussam Samara.
Matthew Armstrong.
Elise McGillis.
Connor Dreyer.
Linda Jaber.
David Tanalia.
Andrew Yang.
Nancy Tao.
Vang Tao.
Maichor Yang.
Nicole Rymanop.
Sarah Chang.
Brigada Salati.
Wesley Scott Blankenheim.
Jeff Homerson.
Jacob Borer.
Nate Vandenbush.
David Rossiter.
Simone Crayford.
Patrick Rowland.
Cariel Werba.
Declan Rodriguez.
Melissa Lawson.
Jonathan Starr.
Delphina Garay.
Stuart McBain.
Emily Lopez.
Jackson James Snow.
Shane Salasted.
Alex Plank.
Rachel Zeman.
Annalise Miller.
Ashley Hammers.
Nicholas Wasella.
Daniel Doy.
Lindsay Wawronic.
Amanpreet Gill.
Carly Schultz.
Elena Hassi.
Naiha Mirza.
Anissa Jenko. Batul,
Abdullah Wassan Al-Tuwiji.
Batul Al-Kwarsh.
Abdul Aziz Al-Bawardi.
Nicole Latzik.
Walid Al-Hamandan.
Ashley Waltho.
Saud Al-Sad.
Lisette Silva.
Mohammed Bindakil.
Seth Christensen.
Nicole Bloyer.
Juliana Gottwine.
Indigo Harris.
Katie Michael.
Michael Casali.
Tariva Martin.
Amy Campbell.
Danielle Barrett.
Anthony Coloso.
Javier Lopez.
Christopher Delica.
Janelle Salzwizzle.
Amanpreet Seiko.
Nikki Vogely.
Suftir Rizvi.
Ia Lore.
Carly Bryant.
Melissa Fleck.
Eliza Gearing.
Lindsay Lotharius.
Parker Steves.
Jennifer McCartan.
Sarah Miller.
Tiffany Ruiz.
Allie Oman.
Emily Miller.
Cynthia Moore.
Allison Hannis.
Mallory Myers.
Caitlin Renzel.
Scotty Blankfield.
Amy Cease.
Kyle Packman McHugh.
Krista Lee Zaromsky.
John Cena.
Leah Wolf.
Wad Manfalui.
Kelly Spence.
Chaho Jiang.
Nicole Vroman.
Trent Olson.
Leslie Dice.
Tony Lawton.
Desiree Bates.
Samantha Colbeck.
Shelby Lang.
Matt Sama.
Matthew Hendrickson.
Caitlin Geishert.
Molly Paskey.
Marcus Lenz.
Megan Lignac.
Nicholas Savalia.
Kirsten Hennick.
Daniel Shanecki.
Kylie Slavic.
Jordan Walhart.
Megan Tachuti.
Gabriel Rono.
Lauren Keel.
James Leon.
Alexis Shuda.
Brandon Schmid.
Michaela Preddy.
Annalie Okonkwo.
Brittany Bowes.
Jenna Yang.
Haley Correll.
Courtney Free.
Heather Shawn.
Madeline Blankenship.
Elvira Rivas.
Sierra Burmeister.
Miley Vang.
Ryan Zebian.
Kuza Kujang Vang.
Alex Schoaf.
Kayla Wyant.
Daniel Carlson.
Dur Lee. Francesca Wallace.
Veronica Vance.
Sarah Marie Dillett.
Shannon McGinnis.
Cynthia Regal.
Hitesh Mogalapur.
Laura Salingo.
Shubai Zhang.
Courtney Voland.
Chenying Su.
Sarah Zawicki.
Dan Lee.
Brianna Bruger.
Xiaoyan Yao.
Kelsey Courier.
Tai Cheng Lin.
Lindsay Rugg.
School of Education.
Lorena Booswell. Mason Drake.
Carrie Sherman.
Cecily Hoyt. Shikan Zhang.
Dana Solata.
Eric Maas.
Elba Contreras.
Ta-Chern Chang.
Wendy Yang.
Aaron DeBrosa.
Monique Davis.
Lauren Farnsworth.
Suwa Lore.
Lindsay Gunderson.
Chi Vang.
Jessica Snow.
Nathan Olson.
Jennifer Benish.
Tahir Abdelmaula.
Brianna Bergarino.
Tyler Bosted.
Taylor Anglin.
Tim Steen.
Carissa Wortman.
Samuel Lipton.
Teresa Strand.
Darwin Boyd.
Angelica Lopez.
Samantha Toman.
David Klabino.
Victoria Hortman.
Kelly Moshe.
Hannah Elizabeth Foy.
Alexander Osvedik.
Aaron Jounsa.
Alexis Rodriguez. Andrew Sanz. Andrew Hogan. Ing Chang.
Kendra Monroe.
Naran Timraz. Reem Al-Khatani. Fatima Al-Sabah.
Amber Katula Hibble.
Basma Kabali.
Elizabeth Jessie Warren.
Jennifer A. Fro.
Zoe Parmeter.
Keonis Grant.
Sarah Brecky.
Serafina Keller.
Ashley Finch.
Laura Becker. Lauren Hertzfeld.
Carolyn Booby.
Sarah Hoffman.
Brittany Newjar.
Micah Timmons.
Sarah Yang.
Ann Turleon.
Kabau Mua.
Scott Fritz.
Jennifer Yang.
Jay Kumar.
Ku Lore.
Jennifer Kahala.
Luz Gararo.
Maria Grant.
Belinda Yang.
David Tran.
Maxwell Campos.
Tanner Brown.
Alina Zabutis.
Renee Wokjek.
Travis Jones.
Kelsey Morris.
Rose Stager.
Rachel Bascom.
Allison Sinclair.
Sarah Gillingham.
Leah.
Jillian Bromley.
Leah Thompson.
Taylor Huber.
Vanessa Braggy.
Casey Colleen.
Corin Bauer.
Morgan Kamholtz.
Jacqueline Hoy.
Amy Bastian.
Jason Lopez.
Caitlin Rose Moochler.
Sarah Gabriel.
Ellen McCray.
Suzanne Finman.
Teresa Kazik.
Mary McCudden.
Megan Lutka.
Melissa Gothier.
Guadalupe Rodriguez.
Hannah Laura Kinney.
Kirsten Brandstetter.
Sydney Howard.
Megan Harmon.
Kyle Munch.
Sarah Pope.
Kara Roloff.
Jennifer Holmes. Carrie Schneider.
Danielle Pradarelli.
Amanda Donahue.
Paradelli. Carolina Hernandez.
College of Nursing.
Ryan Porter.
Carrie Guzikowski.
Valerie Vineyard.
Gina Megna.
Angela Cruz.
Sandra Harrian.
Stephanie Hesselman.
Sorry, Dean.
Cassandra Van Warmer. Christina Demarest. Danielle Lucci.
Katie Shout.
Ian Scott.
Emily McAdams.
Samantha Little.
Andrea Peters.
Matthew Dolke.
Aaron Sternweiss.
Molly Spriester.
Melissa Butts.
Sarah Hartman.
Claire Borland.
Cassandra Kwiatkowski.
Hope Borland.
Margaret Tabor.
Marisabel Valdez.
Kylie Rexford.
Sabrina Gonzalez.
Morgan Eckstein.
April Wagner.
Gloria Hacker.
Sarah Ashleyman.
Nicole Glazer.
Kara Wanecki.
Courtney Spara. Spencer Anderson.
Charlotte Hughes.
Catherine Orr.
Desiree Johns.
Patrick Blunt.
Jessica Cadrich.
Jonathan Kamenler.
Emily Behrens.
Samantha Carter.
Heather Ellertson.
Olivia Howe.
Ruben Hernandez.
Melissa Tilson.
Lori Sanchez.
Brittany Fowler.
Donna Durst.
Abby Baumer.
Philip Anderson.
Carly Krause.
Michael Lamp.
Kate Schmitz.
Milana Colongia.
Courtney Willems.
Shelby Weddage.
Carissa Hull.
Alyssa Olson.
Emily Jacobson.
Dragana Stanizik.
Ismari Eveles.
Jacob Drazen.
Miriam Perez.
Dana Clausen.
Alyssa Sauzito.
Miranda Sizzler.
Luis Gudines.
Caitlin Quigley.
Shayla Jackson.
Rachel Bourbon.
Tiffany Swan.
Caitlin Collada.
Molly Hinkes.
Elizabeth Walzak.
Aaron Regner.
Caitlin Ferraro.
Sarah Beth Kretschmer.
Amanda Nelson.
Natalie Barber.
Emily Goodmonson.
Christina Vidakovich.
Katie Droner.
Jenna Hunt.
Evan Bush.
Anna Casaconis.
Allison Dye.
Kimberly McGinnis.
Amber Heavy.
Amanda Loberger.
Alyssa Santi.
Tiffany Brame.
Mackenzie Kalachi.
Taylor Leisky.
Kara Novak.
Kimberly Gershandi.
Olivia Grassman.
Gabriela Martinez.
Jane Aliotto.
Daniel O'Neill. Jennifer Sunder. Michelle Yonke. Grace Barr. Alyssa Reed. Leslie Civic. Trisha Becker. Marina Banks. Derek Cole. Constance Spruer. Ashley Humphrey. Jasmine Taylor. Brett Custers. Paige Lair. Kayla Kamichek. Lauren Mandohano. Caitlin McCann. Eric Naranjo. Stephanie Naranjo. Amanda School. Courtney Johnson. Ashton Bartel. Marcus Johnson. Brittany Nelson. Megan Stone. Kashida Butler Daniels. Shaida Shepard. Alyssa Roch. Laura Schlosser. Kelly Lewis. Shaylin Stacker. Emily Shaw. Brooke Hall. Jacob DeGrott. Jamie Weisinger. Rebecca Thomas. Zachary Nye.
Well, as the provost said, this part does get noisy. So, will all bachelor's degree recipients please rise? Now, you know that tradition has it, until a degree is conferred, the tassel must fall to the right of the cap. Now that you're graduates, however, everything has changed. I call on graduates, with the vocal support of everyone gathered here, to please transfer the tassel from the right to the left. Thank you. Will you all please be seated for one final item? We know that all this time of sitting can make you want to get up and get moving. And you certainly will after you see this.
We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you.
So there's a lot of blackmail video in there. I think there's 2 minutes or so of that kind of stuff. More coming. So that's just a sneak peek at our celebratory graduates. Aren't they fantastic? Let's give it a round for them so far. Be sure to watch the full version at 6 p.m. tonight on Facebook. Now, will all UWM graduates please rise for the processional? This brings to a close the May 2016 University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee Commencement program. As the platform party marches out of the hall, I ask the graduates to please remain at their seats until directed by one of the marshals. After that, families and friends are welcome to meet up with their graduates and come to the stage area to take additional pictures. Thank you all for coming. And congratulations one more time to the class of UWM 2016.